Class 11th. Welcome to the next video of online tutorial sessions for economics. I am Avnash Lambert, your economics teacher. Today we are going to continue with our first chapter, which was Introduction of Microeconomics. We were studying about the different things which are included in economy, what is scarcity, what are economic problems. Now today we are going to continue with the topic economic problems. Now, what are the reasons for economic problem? We just studied what are economic problems. Now, what are the reasons for economic problem? The first reason for economic problem is scarcity of resources, because our resources, the things which we can use to make goods, to make production, they are limited. There is not unlimited raw material. There is some limited raw material. Na? So, resources, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. You know what is land, labor, capital? You have already studied in class 9th and 10th. You should know what is land, labor and capital and how they are used. Now, resources like land, labor and capital are limited. Obviously, land is limited, land is fixed, labor are limited, capital is limited. In relation to the demand, I want 100 labor. Can I get 100 laborers? Okay, fine. I got it. I want 1000 laborers in Sitapur. Can I get them? Maybe. I want 10,000 laborers. Is that possible? So, may not. So, these are limited. They are limited. Therefore, an economy cannot produce all what people want. If I want 100 cars, I have all the capital to buy 100 cars. Can I have 100 cars right now? No, I cannot have 100 cars, because the economy cannot produce all what people want. I want everything of this world in my house. Can I get them? No, because in India or some other country they are having limitations in the resources. There is scarcity in resources. Resources like land, labor, capital are limited. That's why an economy cannot produce all what people want. Everything that people want cannot be produced because resources are limited. And the resources are universal too. Scarcity is universal. The scarcity of resources is universal in every country. There is some scarcity. We cannot say that America is 100% perfect. No, there is scarcity in that country also, and there is scarcity in our country also. Now, the second reason for economic problem is unlimited human wants. See, humans are selfish. Humans are greedy. We want things, and when we get them, we want other things. So this is a human behavior. This is human nature. Human wants are never ending. They can never end. Suppose you want phone, you got a phone, your father, your mother bought a phone for you. No, now you said, no, I want iPhone. Okay, after a few years, your father, your mother give you the iPhone. Now you want net pack. Okay, bhai, you get your net pack. After that, you want Netflix connection. You want that too. So the human wants are unlimited. You cannot end your wants. Human wants are never ending. As soon as one want is satisfied, the other new want emerges. You want mobile phone, you got it. Now you want net pack too. Is that clear? So as soon as one want is satisfied, the other new want emerges, which cannot be satisfied. Why? Why it cannot be satisfied? Due to the limited resources. Due to the limited resources. Suppose you have 200 rupees, or suppose you have 700 rupees, and you can have the internet pack and then Netflix connection. You have a choice to utilize those 700 rupees. Either you can buy the Netflix subscription, or you can have the internet pack recharge. So, due to the limited resources, because you have limited amount of money and producers have limited amount of land, labor, capital, so human wants differs in priorities. Now, when it comes to internet pack and Netflix connection, there will be the priority. Without internet, there is no Netflix. So, with the choice with the priority, you will buy the internet pack. You will say, let it be for the Netflix, I'll have that subscription next month, but for now I want my internet so that I can have the online tutorial sessions run by Sir Avinash. So human wants also different priorities. Suppose someone is already having the mobile phone and someone is already having the internet pack. Now he's in want of a laptop or an iPhone. So he's got two choices. Either he can buy an iPhone or he can have the laptop. So in this case, maybe or may not, one person can buy iPhone and other person can buy the laptop. So there is a difference in priority. There are two persons and one person will ask for the iPhone and the other person maybe he asks for the laptop. So there is a difference in the priority. People allocate their resources in order to preference to satisfy some of their wants. Suppose there are few basic things. Suppose you have got 100 rupees. Now with that 100 rupees you can buy different things. You can buy some toffees also. You can buy 10 rupee chocolate also. You can buy bread also. You can buy some stationery also. You can have some pen, refill, rubber, sharpener. You can have different sets of things. Suppose you have got 1000 rupees. With that 1000 rupees, you can buy some rice, you can buy some wheat, you can buy some pulses, you can buy some vegetables, you can buy some fruits. So there are different sets of things. So you have to allocate your resources. Suppose 100 rupees for wheat, 100 rupees for rice, 100 rupees for pulses, 500 rupees for veggies. So you have allocated, you have sent your money to the different directions. You have allocated the money to the different resources according to the preference. People allocate their resource in order to preference, according to their preference. If you want to eat more chapatis, you will spend more money on wheat. If you want more rice, if you want to eat more rice, you will spend your money more on rice. Some of their wants. So these wants are satisfied according to the preference. Now the third reason for economic problem is alternate use. That resource can be used in a different way. As I already told you, that 100 rupees can be utilized in a different manner. So resources are not only scarce, but they can be put to various uses. If suppose there is diesel, diesel can be used for running machineries also, and diesel can be used for running vehicles also. Is that clear? So resources are not only scarce, but there can be put to various uses. They can be used for various uses. It makes choices among resources which are more important. For a producer, for a manufacturer, the diesel is the perfect classical example for the alternate use. He can use diesel for more production, and he can use that diesel for the more running of tractor or vehicles. Now the next topic is the meaning of economics. What is the meaning of economics? Economics is a social science. Now mark this word, social science. What do you mean by social science? Social science means the study of human behavior. Is that clear? So economics is a study of human behavior, so economics is a social science which studies the method a society chooses to use its limited resources. Economics is a study of human behavior. It studies the way a society, the set of people, selects to use its limited resources, how they react, which have alternative uses, how they react to the limited resources which have different uses, to produce goods and services and to distribute them among different group of people. Now take this sentence and differentiate it and give it a partition. Economics is a social science. It is a human behavior. It studies the way society chooses. Chooses what? They use its limited resources. How will they use its limited resources which have different uses, which have different alternative uses of what? To produce goods and services. I told you diesel can be used for running tractors and machineries, and it is also used for running the vehicles to produce goods and services, and the production to distribute them among different groups of people. The production which is being manufactured by the producer, it is distributed among the different sets of people. Some goods are distributed among the richer class, like iPhone. The richer class of the society buys the iPhone, and the lower class society, they buy the agriculture product. The farmers buys the agricultural goods. So distribute them among the different groups of people. I hope this meaning of economics is decoded and you have understood it. Now, the study of economic behavior of human beings. One more definition you can know, that what is the definition of economics? It is the study of economic behavior of human beings. Or you can say economics is the study of money, study of finance, related to things, to the finance. Now, few more things about economics. Economics is all about making choices in the presence of scarcity. In the presence of scarcity, in the world where there is scarcity, how do we select the choices? How do we make choices? This is the study of economics. Now, economics aims to ensure that the resources are used in a best possible manner. The optimum utilization of resources, to use it in a perfect manner, so that we cannot finish it in a one day. Suppose there is 1 kg of coal and we utilize all the coal in one day. So that is not the best possible use. But instead, if we use little coal day by day, it will be the best possible manner to use that resources. I hope this video has give you more clearance about the reasons for economic problem, and which are scarcity of resources, unlimited human wants, alternate resources, uses, and you also learned about the meaning of economics. It is the study of economic behavior of human beings. So that's all for this video. Stay home, stay safe.